Hi, I'm Sky Collier, and we're at the 9th Annual Whistler Capital Event Conference. Joining us today is Patrick Donnelly, VP Corporate Communications and Development at Trilogy Metals. Great to have you here today, Patrick.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us about your company.
Yeah, it's a little bit different than the average junior mining company. We have not just a project, but a mining district up in northwest Alaska. The properties are called the Upper Kobuk Mineral Projects within the Ambler Mining District. And what makes us different is we're focusing on two of our projects. One is called Arctic. It has probable reserves of 43 million tons at 5% copper equivalent. So it has copper, zinc, lead, silver, and gold. And we did a pre-feasibility study on that last February, and the economics were outstanding. $1.4 billion net present value, 33% internal rate of return, and a 2-year payback. And even at a $2 copper price, it's still very, very robust. And it contains about 5 billion pounds of copper equivalent. And then just across the valley, one of our other projects, Bornite, we're drilling there, and we're going to put out a resource on that later this month. And open pit underground, high grade copper again, has 150 million tons in the open pit and about 60 million tons underground. And we'll have more news on that.
In the metals space, what separates you from the rest?
Well, I think what separates us is three things.
Yeah.
One, we have a partnership with the local native corporation, NANA. They own the Red Dog mine, and Teck is the operator. They're a multi-billion-dollar native-owned corporation, and we have a partnership with them. And they have an option to take a 15% net profits interest in our projects. So it helps having a big, strong partner with us. The second reason is we have a good, strong relationship with the government. We're permitting a road to our project, and the government's making very good progress. We expect to have that by the end of the year. And then most importantly, we have an option agreement in the form of joint venture with South 32. They're an Australian company. They have a market cap of $12 billion. And they have the option to enter into 50-50 joint venture with us for $150 million. They just made their third option payment of $10 million this year. And as the market, as you probably might know, they acquired Arizona Mining last year for $1.6 billion. So they're aggressively looking for base metal projects, and and they really like what we're doing, and we're going to probably formalize our relationship in the next year or so.
So talking about what's to come over the next 6 months or so, any major goals or your growth strategy you can share with us?
Well, we have a very aggressive budget this year. We've budgeted $19 million US. We'll be drilling at Bornite. We'll be working on the feasibility study at Arctic. We have a resource estimate for Bornite coming out at the end of this month. We have metallurgy. So there's a lot of activities going on. I think the key catalysts are completing the permitting on the road, which hopefully by the end of this year, and we'll commence permitting at Arctic and also start a feasibility study at Arctic. So there's going to be a steady flow of news throughout this year and into next year for the company. We're well financed. We have $30 million US in cash. We don't need any money, and we trade on New York and on the TSX.
Wow. Well, lots to look forward to, and thanks so much for joining us today, Patrick.
Thank you.